Hey guys, it's been a while. Been wanting to do this video for a while, but a month or two ago, we did put 35-inch tires on the Gladiator Mojave that my mom drives as a daily driver. The size that we ended up going with after doing a lot of research, which I guess more detail would be, we really wanted to look at tire weight, and I mentioned this in another video with the 37-inch tires on my own JL, but especially for the Gladiator, being a heavier Jeep, the 3.6 liter has to work a little harder than even in the JLs. So adding larger tires, you get even more effect from the additional leverage and the load that the engine has to push, which can affect your performance. And we wanted to make sure that was impacted the very least as possible. We knew the Jeep needed bigger tires, and we knew we wanted to put 35s on here, but we weren't sure what the best size for the Gladiator would be. And the Mojave being more of a nimble, tighter steering, higher speed, desert kind of setup truck, we went with a narrower tire. My brother has some 315 70s on his JL, and while I was perusing the tire weight chart that Carbon Steel is posted on the JL forums, I can post a link to that in the description for y'all. It's the best chart I've ever seen. He's compiled it in an Excel spreadsheet that you can sort by weight or by a bunch of different factors, but this tire is 1.7 pounds heavier than the factory 285 70 Falken Wildpeak MTs that come on a Rubicon. This is a 35 1150 17. So this is actually within spec for the 7.5-inch wide wheels. It's a C-rated tire because, again, we bought this Gladiator for the ride. And if you put an E-rated tire on here, it's going to affect the ride, even if it's minimal. If you go with the lower air pressure, it's still going to impact the ride, and the E-rated tires will be heavier, etc. Stiffer sidewall. So we stuck with the C-rated tire. And this is about 1 inch narrower, 0.7 inches narrower than your run-of-the-mill 315 70 or 35 1250, which helps it clear the control arms even better. There's no rubbing anywhere on any part of the Jeep. We've flexed it, we've driven it off of some drops at speed. Everything fits great. We run about 32 psi. As opposed to the factory 285s, we were running around 37, I think is what she had for a long time. So 32 psi seems to be a great spot. It tracks really well. The tires are really quiet. These are Toyo Open Country AT3s. It's American-made tire. They balanced with very little weight. Really like the tread. The sidewall is aggressive. The tread is a really good, flexible all-terrain tread pattern. Lots of siping. And I can't remember if these are mud and snow rated. Yes, they are mud and snow rated. So all in all, a really high quality American made tire. And the spare also fit perfectly. No issues there. I can show you all here. That's something people often talk about with the Gladiators. Will the 35-inch spare fit? Yes, it will. No problem at all. And the Mojave's track, I believe, 1/2 inch to 1 inch wider than a standard Gladiator. So all that helps tire clearance and steering as well. No issues with the plastic front bumper. No rubbing. Doesn't get close. And no issues with the different skid plate where the shock reservoirs are protected. The performance, the mileage, hasn't really changed much. Thankfully, the rolling resistance also of an 11.5 inch wide tire is it's pushing about the same tire patch, except for it being a taller diameter on the road, which is something else we had thought of. If you go with the 1250, even if it's around the same weight, it does have more tread on the road. There's some more rolling resistance, more friction. And this just helps. The steering is just that much more precise with the narrower tire. And the Jeep really looks great. They kind of kept it from that squatty wide look. The taller, narrower tire kind of gave it the more boxy, classic look that it really sets off the Gladiator well. But anyway, been a long time. I wanted to show you we had the 35s on. stock, no lift. The Mojave is an inch higher in the front, so that even helps even more, clearing the tires. And the Jeep just drives wonderfully. Mom loves it. She drives this daily, loads it up with all kinds of stuff. We tow with it here and there, some light loads, and it's really performed really, really well. And also, as far as gas mileage, I believe it's affected at about 0.1 to 0.3 in town. Haven't been on any highway trips yet, but it's pretty minimal. So anyway, hope this helps a lot of y'all looking to put 35s on your Mojave stock. So hope this gives you some fresh ideas other than throwing on some 35, 12, 50, 17s like most people do. And this takes a little bit of load off your steering, a little bit less rolling resistance, a nice look, and a nice, more square tread contact on the road for more even wear, which is nice. Thanks guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great day and a great holiday. Take care.